Hi guys. So this video is quite simple. I do a lot of my beauty treatments at home. I do my eyebrow tinting that I showed you in the previous video. I do now lash lifts myself as well. I do my own nails, and I also do my own highlights in my hair. I also want to try to learn how to do low lights. I actually won't show you how I do the highlights in this video. My hair, it's the second day, so it's not very clean right now. I ended up doing a couple of extending of the lines of my previously highlighted pieces, so I just did kind of foils separately. And I'm mostly focused on underneath. Right here you can see a few highlights underneath because it was kind of getting a little too dark. I'll show you in the video as well. I love watching content when people are saving money, which is what this does for me. I do spend my time doing it. I have to find time to maintain all of it. But I find that when I do something myself, I have a full vision of it. So I know exactly the direction I want to go to. If it's the first time I'm doing it, sometimes I might fail. I've done my hair wrong quite a few times before I've learned sort of what I want. And I'm still not fully there, but I feel like the touch-ups for now, maintenance, I can keep it up with myself. I feel like I've saved thousands of dollars for myself by doing all these things at home. I'm trying to do probably a mix from now on of a camera like this setup, and then sometimes I will record on my cell phone instead of all of it on my cell phone. Thanks so much for watching. We're gonna begin with lash lift. Hello you guys, coming to you from the bathroom. I have to be a little bit quiet because this bathroom is next to my daughter's bedroom, and it is after 10 p.m. and I'm finally just finished the shower. Baby Alex went to sleep very late tonight because guess what? We are in 4-month sleep regression with him. He wakes up every single hour of the night. And guess what he wants? Boob. That's me. I'm the boob. So I'm up every hour of the night and I get poquito of sleep. Very little. Oh my goodness. Daryl definitely helps. Don't get on my Daryl. Daryl is 100% parent, okay? He's doing his best. But there's not much he can do. I told you before that it was a little different for me with Mila. I was definitely in a different mind space at that time. It was much more difficult on my mental health to go from 0 to 1 child, and that one was definitely a kicker. This time around, it really is a pleasure. I kind of know everything that's going to happen, and the most important thing is I know that it will end. I know that these sleepless nights can legit stop in 2 weeks or in 1 week or today. You never know. Or they might not. It might be 2 months from now. That's also a possibility. But that's it though. Still, it's going to end. I just have to have a plan of action before then. The struggle is real. It's difficult, okay? The sleep, I don't think anybody can truly understand. I know sleeplessness, insomnia is definitely a big issue when you can't fall asleep. It's very different when somebody else doesn't let you sleep. You want to sleep and you're ready and your body wants to sleep and you can sleep, but somebody doesn't let you. The bottom line is, I'm gonna do a lash lift today. You remember I told you I had a bit of a burn? I did lash lift in May, early May, first week of May. And it's July, so it's been long enough. I've been treating it with castor oil and, just kind of lotions and olive oil to prevent breakage further. But guys, I didn't do my nails in a very long time. I'm also in the beautiful season of hair loss. Ta-da! I started shedding my postpartum hair. You know, the three to 4 months postpartum, most women will shed their hair that have gained through pregnancy. So I'm really fixing my hair to have the part closer to the center. I'm doing all the tricks under the sun, but I still have volume on the bottom here. Just it's right here, the front parts specifically. I am shedding hairs. So my eyelashes, I'm sure, took a toll because of that too. Okay, so today I'm not going to show you the whole process. I'm just going to show you before and after. Okay, and let's see the results. I'm not doing tinting, just the lash lift. Okay, so here's the final result about 40 minutes later. But you can definitely see the curl, so let's see. Here's the next day for my eyelashes. Wanted to show you a quick look. I just did my regular L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in jet black. And I did no curling, nothing. And I did only mascara and just a little concealer. And eyebrows, just a tiny bit. So this is the look. Look at that. It turned out pretty well. They're a little bit down right here. Really good middle and front. This side turned out really good. This one just needs a little bit more adjusting. I would do maybe more of a tighter curl on this side. I could have just positioned maybe the pad a little differently too. But hey, for the first time for lash lift, that's not bad. I think that looks quite nice, right? And it wasn't as much of a struggle as I thought it would be to like stand with one eye closed. All of this stuff is in the glue. Getting a good glue is the most important part. So that's what I found out through all the reviews. And when I was buying my kit, I looked at all of these really expensive ones, like $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 kits. And I looked up just separate lash lift glue. And it came out, one brand came out like Lash View or something like that. And it was like $9 just for the glue. So I thought I'll get that. And then I was like, listen, do they sell the lash kit? Because the glue will probably be included. And they did. And it was $11. So I got that kit. And that's what I did with that kit. Oh my gosh, $11. It took me like, again, 30 to 40 minutes for the very first time for both eyes. I'm impressed. Never going back. Will forever never do this. My eyes were not irritated. I don't know what I was waiting for. Also wanted to show you how I do my hair, since it's going to be this type of vlogs. So I've been struggling with hair loss, like I mentioned before. Maybe you can see it really coming out here. It'll grow back. It happened before. I used to sleep on these buns, like a little buns to make me curls, but they always tug me in the back, kind of to the back. So recently I've been trying something else. I've been trying to pin my hair into curls. So I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you sort of an after result. This one has 3 pins, I guess. Okay, but it's pretty simple. It's just a ponytail. And I pin little curls. I do about 4 curls in each ponytail. Let me show you. And this way it doesn't tug the hair some reason. Let's see. You still have the scrunchy spot, but I've noticed that it goes away throughout the day. That's pretty good, right? This is sort of what it turns out being. I know it doesn't look amazing, but you guys, I'm really working here with my new hair texture and the new look until they grow back out. Might need to do some masks on my hair, I think. And I wanted to do a little bit more highlights, especially on the bottom, because they kind of grew out very dark. I do get natural highlights in my hair, but really this kind of, I don't know, what shade is it? Like a dark blonde, I'm assuming, or like light brown. Of course, this light is super yellow, you guys, so it doesn't really show. Also, recently I got really into this trendy bun that everybody's making, so I might make it right now. Hair tie, you take it in like that, and then you start doing very stylish. I'm back to my basics: tank top, cotton shirt, and the cotton pants. And it's really hot. I'm having my protein shake, which is coffee, butter, and I really have been enjoying this one brand, Flab City, I think, or something. I've seen one of the influencers mention it, and I tried it, and I fell in love with it. I've tried all of their sample packs. I must say, butter coffee, I mean, I've never tried anything like that before. They actually have caffeine in it, but like 84 grams, I think, milligrams of coffee, so it's not a lot. And I bought this shaker, which was about 20 bucks, and it works really good. I make my protein shakes for the go instead of water sometimes. I know weight topic is a touchy, sensitive. I'm just really trying to be in a little bit better shape, mostly to feel better. So I'm doing some strengthening exercises, starting to do more weights, like 10 to 15 pounds each hand, because I was doing 5 pounds for a while, just to kind of build up to it. Recovery this time is different. I feel like my hips feel different, probably because of the birthing experience. I know a lot of it, you guys, is motherhood right now, because I'm like in the thick of it. That's what I live. You know, I feed the baby constantly, he sleeps constantly, I take care of my other child, so motherhood is where I'm at right now. And then also business lady, working on a couple different projects that I'm very happy about and excited about. I will have a smartest coming soon to work with me. I'm super excited to offer it. It's somebody that I adore and love. We'll see if I talk about it in the video, in the vlog. I don't know if she'll be willing or not. We'll see. I'm like looking at prompts, really brainstorming a couple nights in a row of where I'm going with the direction of this video, a couple of videos hopefully, and just how to make it special for her. So it's not just for the viewer, but for her as well, because I feel like we all need to treat each other. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking. Bye-bye. By the way, guys, do you want to see what my house looks like when something is not staged or we didn't clean up like most of the day? Yep, Monopoly, kid baby toys, just random stuff, books everywhere, Daryl's workout, his phone. Instead of my sound ball studio, we have a beautiful reading nook for Mila. And you can turn on this light, and she can sit here. And she broke my little sign. It says relax on it. So this is her little reading nook. She reads here because she learned how to read this year. This is another place where baby hangs out. And we play silks. We do the water mat. We do little buttons. And we play with the balloon. So this is our fun house. This is us every single day. And of course we have pictures and drawings of everything everywhere. We have treasure maps, because Mila is into treasure maps, and she makes them old by crinkling them and ripping the corners. It's so cute. And also papers. I don't know what they are, but it's super ASMR-ish. So she makes these textured papers, how she calls them. So she puts a ton of glue on them and then just puts whatever. And it's nice and crinkly. And she gets so excited about them, and she can sometimes peel some of the glue off of it as well. So you guys, how cute is that?
Hello, is it raining?
Is it?
Oh, holy.
So I'm gonna do a garden tour some other time. This is just a quick little view. Look at our beautiful garden. Mila is helping water everything. But I wanted to show you my roses here, my firefighter. My white ones I cut out recently, so it's not looking great. That's my firefighter. I really wanted to show you today this beautiful rose. It's about to be done. Look how big that is. It's literally bigger than my fist. It is ginormous. And this is called Amazing Grace. And last year it was the tiniest little rose, because this is heirloom roses from heirloomrose.com, I think. But it legit took me almost, this is the 3rd year, and I finally get huge roses like this all season. I don't see any more babies coming up. I had 3 or 4 big ones. I cut them all and it's July, so I don't think I'm gonna get much more this year. But it's just so beautiful. I can't wait for this whole shrub to be like twice as big. I'm gonna wait and pray because you can see the other roses are definitely getting bigger. This little iceberg rose that kind of sucks. Might just pull it out, honestly. So but everything else is looking great. This is nighttime. It's like after 8 p.m. in July. Mila's roses by her window are looking really beautiful. Every time she opens the window or just looks outside, they're right outside. Hello, you guys. Okay, so since we've done our lash lift and I'm now on to my nails, my eyebrows are kind of losing the color again too, so I might actually have to tint them again. So I actually started doing one hand, and I decided to show you the second hand because I do them in different sets because it takes me way too long to do 2 hands at a time, and I usually split them either in one day or for a couple days, so I walk around like this, like a silly person. Also, my thumb. I have injured my thumb during a trip to Michigan, and it went right in the middle of my nail. It's pretty disgusting looking, but for my videos, and I don't want to put anything on it. I wanted to grow it out, which probably will take like 6 months, let's face it. So I wanted just to have a fake nail that is going to be on a sticker. So we just place it like this basically during the recording or whenever I need it, and then I would just take off the sticker. These are the stickers that come with a lot of different nails. I often use them if my nail like broke off and I don't have time to fix it, for example. So these nails are the gel tips nails. They come in a pack like this, and I've been doing this starting this year. Previously I used to do either press-on nails, or I would do actual gel nails with the actual tip attachment, not a full nail. So these are gel nail. They're full bed, and they're very pretty, kind of they're pink French tip, but really once you put a builder gel on top, it looks quite natural to me. I'm sure it doesn't look fully natural because you can see from the side, you know, it's definitely not a natural nail. You can see the thinness of my natural nails. So I'm going to show you the difference between the 2 hands. This hand has not been done at all, and I know it looks disgusting. I haven't done any manicure at all for about a month. The last time I did it in the video I showed you. Since then my my gel came off, which I put on my natural nail. That's how I got this injury, because I was scraping it off, stabbed myself, you know, terrible, and just kind of opened and it made it into a wound. Terrible. Don't ever do that. So for my cuticles, recently I used this one. Really, you can use anything, but I've been using this one. Is it working better than anything else? I don't know. I don't think so. They're all the same. All of the cuticle products to me are exactly the same. You just put them in, smush them all around, and then wait maybe like for a minute or so to soften it up. Then you use a pusher. So I'm just going to go around, kind of push the cuticles back. Then I'm going to use my tool to go around it. So next I use a drill bit, this one, and I'm going to go around each nail. I'm going to remove some of the cuticle around it, okay? So I'm done with prepping my cuticles. I cut a little bit here, but I cut my cuticles a little bit and pushed whichever ones I could, cleaned up the surface a bit as well, so they're kind of all ready for the installation. Okay, so first step, I picked all of my nails nail tips, and now I'm going to prep them with prep dehydrator and bond both these nails and my nails. Next I'll do base coat very thinly. Next I'm going to use the nail glue for nail tips, and I'm going to apply it thinly onto the fake nail, spread it out, and then attach it 45 degrees like this from the base down, and then cure it under the light. Okay, so quick look. This is what it looks like raw without the builder and without the base and top coat. I have a bit more trimming to do, but I've shaped up my nails. This is basically what it looks like. So I'm finished with my nails. It took me an hour and 15 minutes to do one hand fully from start to finish, and it took me about an hour earlier today to do these nails. So here is my final result, besides this one that's broken, but it will be attached later. So I'll show it to you like this. Okay, so here are my nails. So these nails are going to last me, I'd say 2.5 weeks usually, and I usually will either soak them off at the end, or I will try to polish some of it off and add a bit more gel to kind of extend it a little bit longer and kind of make it last maybe almost a month at this point before I soak them off. Sometimes I do that so they kind of grow out to be a tip, like an attachment tip, and then you just fill in the space with gel right here at the base, kind of to prolong a little bit of the time. But the bottom line is it's super convenient. So total was about 2 hours and 15 minutes. These are essentially press-on nails, but these are gel press-on nails that build into your nail a little bit more, and then you tap it off with more gel, so they're harder to fall off. Usually I don't lose these almost ever unless I like really bang my finger, but I don't remember ever actually one popping off. They usually just grow out and I have to remove them. I hope you enjoyed my video with all the DIY homemade stuff for myself that saves me money and time, gives me more opportunity to be with my family. So if my son wakes up, for example, or if he needs me immediately, I'm not somewhere sitting for 3 hours doing my nails with someone and paying them for it. I'll show you all of my supplies real quick, but this is not a tutorial, obviously. So we have cotton rounds. We have a huge pack of nails. I'd say there's about 200 of them, I think. An LED lamp. This is my alcohol bottle. I had a toner in this one a very long time ago. I didn't like it. I actually dumped it out and I kept the bottle. So I used this for my alcohol prep. Okay, and so these are my items that I use. Nail glue for nail tips, top coat, base coat, builder gel, dehydrator, non-acid bond, and cuticle exfoliator. So basically this right here, this is all I need ever, plus my little machine, but you really can get rid of it. You really can use something else. And I have some of my metal tools, like clippers and stuff like that. Okay, so hopefully this inspired you in some way. Thanks for watching. Hello. Wanted to complain a little bit. Today was another pretty bad night. I've had a couple, quite a few now in a row. Today was really bad. I feel like I had like less than 3 hours broken, or 3 hours maybe. I'm not even sure. I'm like, at some point I stopped looking up at the time because it doesn't matter. It just kind of gives you more anxiety. If anything, really kind of gets you more worried about it. It won't fix anything. Sorry, I'm feeding here so you hear the baby a little bit. I'm still not sure how moms with multiple children do this, with especially little ones, especially the ones that are close in age. Do you just not go anywhere? How do you live? Like, I'm driving today, but very close to home, so I don't think I would trust myself to go anywhere too far being like this, because my head is so fuzzy. I can't make decisions today. I have to record, well, I'd like to record a video tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes, because I have ideas. I'm so excited about it, but then I don't know if I can actually execute it. Maybe I can, we'll see, because I want to but I just can't sometimes. And then on the weekend I have the guest coming in from different country to make a video with me. I don't know how to be on. Guess I'm just kind of complaining a little bit, just telling you how real this is and how tough it can be, especially for people who are really hard on themselves, who are perfectionists at heart, who like to do a lot of stuff. Having babies can be very humbling. It's a blessing, like I said, always, but it can put you on your knees and make you cry every day. But all happy, yeah. But then you can snuggle him and you're like, yeah, cutie. It'll get better, right? So if you're going through it, I know how you feel. If you're going through it, you know how I feel. So this video did not go in the direction that I thought it was going to go to. It kind of became more of a chit-chatty video, and I feel like I'm complaining a lot in it, but I hope you hear me out. I'm just kind of going through, you know, motherhood right now, and very intense, chaotic time, and I'm sure it's gonna get even more chaotic. But lately I've been super anxious, and it's mostly probably because of sleep deprivation, also partially because I've allowed social media to kind of creep in a negative way to me again. You know, I sometimes just I told you that I don't watch news for personal reasons. I like to keep my peace safe. I want to protect my peace. And this time I decided to see some stuff, and it's crazy out there. Politically, it's crazy. It's tragedies left and right, which just kill pieces of me every time I watch it. I don't know how to react. I don't know how to help. I don't know what to do. I'm sure a lot of people feel like me, but it also physically pains me, and I get in like panic. So I don't like that. That's just a personal preference. So, but lately I've allowed that, and of course algorithm loves to feed you that. As soon as you dip one toe into this crazy side of life is the news, they just kind of bombard you with this terrible news on all platforms, on all social media, everywhere. It's just going to be in your face constantly. So I'm choosing to block all of that as much as I can now, because I've watched a few and now I can't get rid of it. I'm uninstalling the Facebook, because like last week I've spent 5 hours on Facebook in a week, and I keep trying to think of what exactly I spent it on, and I have no idea. So I'm like, I have 5 hours, and here I am complaining that I'm anxious, even though I know exactly how to treat it. For me personally, my treatment is multiple things in a row. I need to walk or exercise every day, at least whenever 20 minutes, 10 minutes of walk, anything is better than nothing, right? 10-20 minutes a day, perfect. Then I need to research topics and make progress in topics that interest me in my future, in my career, in my life, for my children, whatever it is that I'm thinking about. And then I know that I need to journal every single day, and I have an app that I told you about before, and I write not only the things that I'm grateful for, but things that are soulful. So even if it was a bad day, I have to, after I vent about all the terrible things, if it's been a hard day, right, I always need to twist it into positive light. What did it teach me? What kind of awareness did it bring to me? What can I do better next time? And stuff like that. Or if it was a great day, then I have to write my heart out, and I have to write how much I love it, everything's blessings, and just give all of myself into the gratitude. And then another thing, I need to do that 5-minute meditation. And then here it is, right? So it's like maybe half an hour of stuff to do every day. And here I am. I don't have time. I'm always busy. I'm always running around. But I've spent 5 hours on Facebook, and I have no idea. I didn't post anything, so I don't know what I did. I think I gotta go take care of the baby. He needs to eat. Anyway, so I invite you to do this journey with me. Focus on what you want. Open tabs on your phone of things that interest you, and then when you have a moment, instead of scrolling, go into those tabs and research whatever it is that you need to work on next. Okay, I'll be back. I'll go put a baby to sleep. Hold on. Okay, I've had the baby, so I'm back. Also wanted to share with you something. I'm trying to turn it into a positive. But recently I've learned, sort of met a person who is now pursuing the dream that I wanted for myself. I've worked so hard to create something unique and interesting in the ASMR space for a couple of years now, and I'm a little bummed out because this person is going to be the first one now to do it. I'm not to complain. I actually admire that person. I think that it takes guts, it takes strength, determination like crazy, right? To start something from zero to accomplishments and to actually creating it and having it done. It's actually really hard to do, especially if it's something that, you know, nobody's doing. So you have to start from scratch. Pioneering is not easy. It's not a competition. We're all gonna, you know, do our own version of stuff, right? Plus ASMR too. But I guess I'm more bummed out that I didn't take action quick enough to pursue my dream. Yeah, I told you I had visions a couple years ago, probably almost 3 years at this point. I talked about the sound bowls and sound therapy for so long, got my certification, and probably waited too long to actually make it come true, because I was so scared that it wouldn't work, or I've never worked with people, you know, in public, so it was a little scary for me, but I wanted to do sort of a blend of the two. And the bottom line is now there's another person who will be doing that, and I'll take my own approach to it, but I just want to talk about pursuing your dream while it's burning hot, and trying even small portion of it without fear. I wish that I just did a smaller group, or just local people or people I know, just to test stuff out with them, so I'm at least a little bit further along in my process. Anyway, I know I'm very vaguely talking, but I guess I just, you know, when you meet a person, not everybody experiences that, obviously. You meet a person and they're living your dream that you really wanted, and you're just like, wow, I really should have tried. I believe, I don't know if it's like greater powers or something, but I believe there's certain certain bells will be ringing for certain people who are destined, I think, who are destined for a certain stage. And they will all line up, they will get like a calling almost. Same thing was with me in ASMR. I'm not the only person, obviously, who was helping the community grow. But I just remember in the beginning how strong the pull was. I can't even explain it. I was at the end of my marriage, it was totally failing, and I sort of gave up. I told you that of my marriage just because of how passionate I have become on ASMR, and I just kind of moved on with that. But I almost had like an urge, like a pull constantly, as if somebody was kind of pushing me, like making an urgency, but also an exciting way. And I just was doing everything that would come to my head, and I would just do exactly what, you know, I feel like I was meant to do in a way. And I feel like this was a similar thing. And here I am 2 years later, and I did not fulfill that dream. So whoever or whatever was calling on me to start it has given up, I think. Or maybe I just am meant to see it differently. Да, Милаш, заходи. Sorry. And there's a sentence I wanted to read you in that same vibe. If something feels too hard to start, it means that the first step is not small enough. Start small. And that really radiated with me, really kind of resonated. I'm sorry, it really resonated with me. And I thought that's exactly what it is. You got to start small. If you get a vision, take one small step. If it's scary, make it smaller. Break it into even smaller pieces, but do something towards progress of that dream, even if it's like the tiniest thing. Anyway, so I hope this was interesting for you guys. Sometimes my videos are really kind of a blend of different things, rambles, showcasings, vlogs, and like tours and stuff like that. But yeah. And I keep thinking, you know, well, you know, he'll my son will grow up a little bit, I'll have a little bit more sleep, and then I'll start. And then I'm like, that's what I told myself before. And that's here I am 2 years later, not accomplishing my dream. So I'm gonna be more fierce, but that also means I'm gonna make more mistakes, because I'm gonna start very small. And I'm gonna allow myself to fall on my face a few times with different new things that I try. And I don't care, as long as I work towards something. Eventually it'll make itself into something magical, I'm sure. Maybe it's something even that I don't even understand right now. Same thing was happening with ASMR. I had no idea what it would be like. All I knew is that I had a huge pull, almost like I said, an urgency that I just cannot quit. It was a push, a pull, like a magnetic sensation. This one was the same, but I was so preoccupied in, you know, getting pregnant, and was kind of doubting myself. Well, if I get pregnant, what's the point, you know, of pursuing it? I'm not going to do it pregnant. What if my pregnancy doesn't go well and I'm already selling tickets or whatever, stuff like that, you know? Or what if, you know, all these what ifs. So I'm just kind of leisurely, slowly worked on it. But all right, time to stop rambling. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and I'll perfect this little vlogging situation to get something more productive for you too. Okay, bye bye.